Hey everybody, Joy here. It's Sunday afternoon, May 14, 2023, and I thought I'd just do a quick video this afternoon and tell you about my day and chat about a couple of things. Jerry took me to lunch to Applebee's in Durant, where we had this salad that we both love that they put fried chicken on top of, and then I decided that I needed to have a Mother's Day dessert. So we went to Brahms. Our store called Brahms is the Brahms ice cream and hamburger joint. And they sell vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and strawberry ice cream in those little cardboard paper cups. You know, it's just a little bit. And you get a dozen. So I got a dozen chocolate and a dozen vanilla. He eats the vanillas, I eat the chocolates. But the way I eat it, especially on Mother's Day, if I have a banana, which I didn't today, first I slice the banana in the bottom of the dish. Then I scoop out the ice cream. First I melt my ice cream. I put it in the microwave and I microwave it for 10 seconds because I like my ice cream really soft. And so then I put it in on top of the bananas. Then I get some walnuts, chopped walnuts, and I sprinkle those over the chocolate ice cream on top of the bananas. And then I get my whipped cream and I squirt it. I also get it at Brahms and squirt it. And so it is delightful. And I tell myself it's not going to make me fat. Well, number one, I already am fat. But it's not going to make me that fat because it's just a little bit of ice cream. See? Does that make sense? So that was my Mother's Day present to me. Jerry sent me a real sweet Mother's Day card from Blue Mountain, you know, online. Do you have a card? And it was very nice. And that's it. And so I'm working up here again, trying to get everything out of the room. I don't have to move the recliners. They'll just put them in the middle of the room or leave them where they are and cover them with a drop cloth or something. But I've got to get all my quilts down. And they're coming in 2 weeks, so I've got time. But I'm a very, very much do-it-ahead type of person. Do it ahead, and then when it gets close to the time for them to come, you don't have to fit it into something else you're doing that particular time. And thank goodness I've got a bedroom here, and I've got my sewing room there, so I can just push everything into the other rooms. You saw yesterday how I put it on the bed. So the reason I came by to talk to you today is I've been reading your comments, and I asked you if you knew any way for me to contact the people who do the Dress-A-Girl to make dresses for the girls in Africa. I think they might be in other countries too. But somebody said they knew an address they could give me for that. Somebody else said that they belonged to this group and they all made dresses for girls like that. And so they could use fabric. And so there was 2 or 3 different ones. So I want to tell all of you, if you didn't go back and check your comments, I leave a lot of replies to comments. I don't know if your phone or your computer tells you that. If you watch me on TV, I don't know how you would know I left, well, you couldn't leave me a comment to start with. So just in case you didn't get my reply to your comment, please go to my YouTube email. I only use it for my YouTube channel because my other email is for bills, you know, and information, Jerry's investment stuff, and things like that. So I don't combine the 2 emails. So my YouTube email, I'll type it out right here. Boom! There it is. Okay? So, those of you who told me you knew where I could send it for making dresses for the girls, please go to that email, put in the title donations or Dress-A-Girl or fabric or something so I'll know to look at it and it's not somebody trying to sell me something from my YouTube channel. I get tons and tons of things, people wanting me to promote their product on my YouTube channel, and I don't do that. I mean, some of the stuff is so crazy. One of them was the light I have around here somewhere that's the circle light, and you put your cell phone in there and you can make videos. well, I didn't like it. My camera doesn't even fit in it, for one thing. I can't get my camera in it at all. I can get my cell phone in it, but it was supposed to be for a camera. And so I wrote to them and I said, this doesn't work. And so they sent me another one exactly like it. So I have two of them that I can't get my camera into. So, and then they send me things all the time for just the weirdest stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with sewing or quilting. And so I get a lot of those. So if I see a name and it looks like it could be one of you, and the subject is something that makes sense to me, then I will open it and look at it. Otherwise, I go down there and I go delete, 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 delete. Okay? So I wanted to tell you that. And tomorrow morning, we leave to go back to Oklahoma City for Jerry's checkup. He's hardly wearing the sling. His arm was really swollen up, I think I told you. And if he does not wear the sling, the swelling goes away. And he's still very careful. He's in bed right now with it up on a pillow. And when we watch TV in the other room, he's got his arm up on the arm of the chair. And he wears it if we leave the house, if we go somewhere. I won't go with him if he doesn't put the sling on. So, yes and no. I'm so glad we're seeing the doctor tomorrow because she can tell him, you know, you better wear that sling or else your arm's going to drop off. Whatever. We'll see what she tells him. I wanted to ask you, is anybody interested in making a pretty summer little dress? I had one on for Shine this morning. Y'all know I have another channel called Shine. I am a Christian and my husband is a Christian. And so we have Bibles and we believe the Bibles and we talk about the Bibles, but I know a lot of people here on my sewing channel and quilting channel, they don't want to hear that stuff. So I have another channel called Shine. So anyway, today's video on Shine, I had on one of the summer dresses I made back when Viv and I had the little summer dress, the sundress challenge. And I put it on this morning. And I tell you, the best way to keep from looking like the Michelin Man from the front. Now, from the side, forget it. You're always going to look like the Michelin Man when you're this age. But from the front, I've decided if you wear a dress, it just skims over you. And there's no elastic around your waist. There's no waistband from your jeans, no waistband from a skirt. And it just skims over you. And I'm telling you, there is nothing more comfortable. So, I'm thinking, maybe I'll make a sundress next, and you can sew along. Or, I had many people over there on Facebook. Remember I told you about Embroidery Library and how they were having this challenge, contest, drawing, I don't know what the right word is for it, but people send pictures of embroidery designs on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and then everybody that sends a picture, their name gets put in the hat. Well, I'm not sure I even put my picture in the right place. But I put my picture there of the green chicken. And I had many people say, I like the green chicken, but I love that shirt it's on. Can you tell us where you got that shirt it's on? So I thought, well, maybe I should do a little, I don't want to call it a sew-along. Last time I did a sew-along, only Char. She's the only one that sewed along with me. One person. So it won't be a sew-along. Forget that. It'll just be, I'll video where I got the pattern, how I fixed the pattern, how easy it is to make the pattern, and I'll do one of those if you all are interested. And I think what I will do is the knit top like the green chicken's on, because I had a lot of people actually ask for that. But the thing is, I've taken all of my, now listen, for the donations, they're all 100% cotton. Quilt shop cottons. Some of them may be Hobby Lobby cottons. Some of them may be Hancock fabric cottons. Some of them may be Joanne fabric cottons, but they're all 100% cottons and they're all pre-washed. They've all been pre-washed. So that's what I'm giving away. Just in case. People keep saying it needs to be cotton, it needs to be cotton. It is, okay? So I wanted to tell you that. But as I was going through, filling up the box with ones that I thought, you know, would give away so they could make the dresses for the little girls or for the dolls, I would see when I'd say, oh, I love that, I want to make a box out of that. And then I'd get a few more and put them in the box, and I'd go, oh, I love that, I want to make a blouse out of that. So I have this stack that I was going to go make a blouse right that minute. I cut my hair up here, and I've still got hair everywhere. So I think I will do that when I get back. Since Jerry's on his own now, he takes a shower by himself and everything, all I have to do is help him get the sling around his neck and hook it. But I think I can spend a few days and do a little tutorial, I guess you'll call it, because it's not going to be so long. So a little tutorial, how I do it, how I came up with the pattern for the green blouse that has the green chicken on it. So I think if y'all are interested, just say, oh no, that's boring, we don't care. Say whatever you want to say, okay? Now the next thing is, I mentioned in my last video that I was going to give some of my machines away. I've got 16 of them. And I think I'm going to give, not give away the fabric, but sell the machines, okay? And I have an 1130, and it is a one-of-a-kind blue and white, and I don't know, I probably can't do it. You know, I'll go think, okay, I'm going to give this one away, and then I'll start messing with it. I'll think, no, I can't give that one away. And then I'll go work with this other one, and I'll think, oh, I really like this about that, and I really like that about this, and oh, I can't give that one away. So I'm really bad at it, believe me. So I think I'm going to use Masterpiece. It's part of, is it Facebook? It's part of, Jerry's been very successful selling some boats that he had. When our two little grandsons were little and Jerry built these ponds, he bought these little Coleman boats. I think they were, I don't know, $250, $300 a piece back then, and he sold them for over $500 now. So he sold those two boats, and we had this little metal boat that Jerry bought years ago to go fishing if he went in a little pond instead of a lake, and we've had that for ever and ever. And so he sold that. He got more than he paid for it. So he's been doing really good with Masterpiece. And of course that same boat, if you bought it right now, new, would be way more than they paid for the one they got from Jerry. So, you know, you have to go by that. You know, even though your houses get older, they become more valuable. So that's kind of cool about owning a home. I want to let you know that the FitNiceSystem.com challenge, we are up to the letter F now. And I think Judy showed 4 different variations for the letter F. So if you go over to Facebook, Sewing Sisters, I think it's called My Sewing Sisters, I'll put the name here. You can see the rules there, and she says we're up to the F's now, and then she shows the pictures of the F garments. Well, right away I was going to make the fleece jacket, some kind of a fleece jacket, and I have some fleece that I've had forever and ever and ever. And I thought, oh, I've got fleece. And so I came and I pulled my fleece out of the window boxes. That's where I keep all my fleece for some reason. And they were just too, they probably were good for me 30 years ago when I bought them. But for now, I don't like them. So something else I'll be giving away is the fleece. So I decided I'm going to make a different F top. Let me see if I can think of what the F top is. There's a shawl, and there's the fleece jacket, and there's, goodness, hold on, I'll go get them. All right, this will make more sense. Now I told you I think there was 4 F's, but I've only got 2 here because these are the 2 I was going to do. So here was the first one. I was going to do the fleece jacket that has this fleece shawl with it. And I've got some white fleece, but I didn't want mine in fleece. I wanted mine in a pretty print. And the prints I have, one of them is beautiful colors that I like, which is why I bought it, but it's got these men skiing. These funky men have these weird masks on skiing all over the place. I thought, ew, what did I buy that for? So I decided I don't want to make that one, and you really need fleece to make it with because of the way it's made. So here was another one. This is called the Foxy Lady Jacket. And I think it will be lots of fun. And you know, it's just crazy how many jackets I'm coming up with on this ABC challenge. I had a jacket for the E, last month. What was it? It was the, it was supposed to have the tie, but I put the clasp. I'm trying to think of what its name was. What was its name? Easy fold over front or something like that. And then the D jacket. Did I make a jacket that month? One month I made the prettiest jacket. And I don't remember what letter it was. It may have been the A. It could have been the B. It could have been the C, the D, or the E. My memory. So anyway, this is called the Foxy Lady Jacket. And of course, a lot of you bought these books. I don't know if you're using your books, but I know a lot of you have them. And so this is called the Foxy Lady Jacket. And I don't know if you can buy the actual printed out books anymore. I think you have to buy ebooks, and her books are on sale right now. I think they're marked down to like $50-something. So if you go over there to fitnicesystem.com, tell Judy, Joy sent you. I don't get a commission, no. Okay, so here we go. The Foxy. The Foxy who? The Foxy Lady Jacket. So this is what I'm going to make for the F challenge. The Foxy. Because I think it's really cute. So this will be my third jacket from the ABC challenge. I don't know, I guess I like a challenge because I don't think I would ever make that, except that out of the 4 choices, this is the one I like. Okay, so if you're interested in that, go to Facebook. I'm sure I just showed it to you someplace. And if you're not already one of those sewing sisters, ask for an invite or whatever you have to do. And then if you're not interested in it and you don't want to do it, you can at least look at what the other ladies made, because we're going to go through the whole alphabet. And we have, goodness, up to 3 weeks, I think, to get these things made. And the idea is you've taken your Fit Nice pattern. She has 1 top pattern and 1 pant pattern. And the idea is that the ladies have already made garments out of the pattern that fit them. So what they do is they just take their already paper pattern that they've already made something out of, and they just make the changes to it. Like you may have to add to the front, you may have to add a collar, you may have to add a point at the sides, you may have to cut it down the middle and make buttons and buttonholes or add a zipper. But it's the same pattern that you actually use to just make a t-shirt. I didn't make this one. Who made this? The Pioneer Woman made this, okay? I bought it at Walmart. They had these on sale for $2.50 each, and they had a table with a mountain of them in the middle of it. You had to buy 2. And I think I bought every single one they had because I just couldn't get over it. And they're well made. I mean, the necklines are really nice. They don't gape. Let me see, do they gape? They don't. They don't gape. The shoulders are pretty close to where they need to be on my shoulders. They fit me really good. $2.50, you guys. Some of these I've washed 3 and 4 times. So, very, very rare. And you know, I'm thinking that the fact that they fit me so good, they probably didn't fit anybody else in the world. So that's probably what the problem was with them. I don't know if they even fit the Pioneer Woman or her horse, okay? All right, so that's the thing. So I want to get started on that. I'm really supposed to be downstairs getting ready to leave town tomorrow, but it's Mother's Day. So I'm just kind of celebrating all of this wonderful space the Lord has blessed me with to do all my little hobbies in. And guess what? I was wearing these earrings yesterday, different blouse. And we went to this little restaurant in town, this little hamburger place. It's been there since we moved here 25 years ago. And it's called Wrights now. It used to be called the Burger Shop. Now it's called Wrights. W-R-I-G-H-T-S. And we went there. And the girl that waited on us kept staring at me. I looked at her and I smiled and she said, "I love your earrings. Where did you get those earrings?" And I said, "Oh, I made them." I said, "I make all my jewelry." And she said, "You made them?" She said, "What are they?" And I told her, first I told her they were cubic zirconias. They're not cubic zirconias, they're Swarovski crystals. 14 millimeter Rivolis. And I told her, and she said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "I just love those. Is there anywhere you could tell me I could get some?" And I said, "You could tell me you want some and I'll make you some." So I gave her my cell phone, and I asked her, and she took it. She got her phone out and she put my phone number in her phone. And I said, my name is Joy. And I said, text me and tell me, just remind me, I want some of those earrings like you wore in the restaurant. And I will take a picture of all the colors that I have. And then I will make you a pair. And I'm sure she expects to pay me for them. But I have no idea on the planet what to charge for them. They would be quite expensive because these things aren't cheap. So I don't know about that. I'm kind of torn between, should I give them to her or should I charge her for them? Because, I mean, say she has 2 or 3 friends and they say, oh, I want some, I want some. Well, I don't want to make them for the whole world for free. But I would make them for one person. Does that make any sense? So, she didn't text me. I don't think she understood what I said to her. So next time I'm in the restaurant, I'm just going to make a pair and keep them in my purse. And next time I'm in the restaurant and she waits on me, I'll give them to her. So that'll be a surprise. So I thought that was lots of fun. I don't really want to get into the jewelry making business. It's a lot of sitting and a lot of hands. And if I do the same motion for too long, I get this pain right here. And it's just a lot of squeezing and turning, and I don't want to do it for a business. I just already know that. So, but I would love to surprise her with that. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to tell you today. I just wanted to come up here and say hello. Mother's Day is almost over. I survived it. I didn't cry today. So many of you told me Happy Mother's Day, and one of you told me that a lot of you were my daughters out there in the internet world, and I just loved that. That just sounded so good. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all the nice things you always say to me. When I even say something goofy, do something crazy, you all say the nicest things. Like I pointed out my muffin top the other day. One lady said, if you hadn't pointed it out, we wouldn't. Well, my new solution is wear a dress. I might start making, you know, the next thing with the dresses is, I have, what do you call it, edema, when you retain water and your feet and your ankles swell. And so I have to wear those sucky socks, I call them. They aren't called sucky socks in the real world. They're called compression hose, and they're expensive. I mean, they can be like $35, $45 for one pair. And we used to sell them, so I have quite a collection of them because we used to sell them. And, of course, I had to buy them to sell them, but they were half the price that way. So I have a lot of them. But the thing is, when you wear one of these cute little sundresses, you know, you want to wear a cute pair of sandals or flip-flops or something. And I always have to wear those sucky hose. If it wasn't for that, I would wear a dress every day. I really would. And plus I have this other thing. I don't know what personality trait this is, but I can't stand to go in a restaurant and sit on the chair and have the chair touch my skin. So I'll always wear jeans or pants. It's like, is there gum down there? Did somebody spill their food down there? I mean, have you ever looked under the table at the floor? Have you ever sat at the table and had to pull your feet up off the floor because you were I stepped in someone's gum the other day. I was just walking around and all of a sudden, I thought, what the heck is wrong with my foot? And I looked down, it was a great big piece of gum, just like a rubber band going back and forth. Oh. So, I guess I could make long dresses. That would take care of that problem. I could make them midi length. But do they wear a lot of midi length dresses in the summer? Don't I just go on and on? I'm going to stop. Bye for now.